Hello, welcome to week 12 of Books Being Sick. I am Nick. Happy to have you here. Lots going on, lots of things, lots of books to share with you. I've got lots of books to show you. I bought a lot of books this last week, mostly classics. I'm in kind of like a classic, modern classic era kick. I'm just really enjoying getting the old ones in my body. So I've got a lot of those to share with you. Right off the bat, I want to say thank you so much for 10K subscribers. That seems good. Started this channel back in January. Mid-December of last year. And it seems pretty, seems pretty good to be at 10K for March. So thank you very much for doing that. And then, outside of that, just wanted to say I have an iced coffee here. And for those that know me, know that iced coffee and just coffee in general is kind of a iffy mix for me. You know what I mean? A lot of anxiety issues, a lot of just shaky issues, nervous system issues. And when I have coffee, either one of two things happen. I poop right away, or I just have an anxiety attack. Three things actually happen. Or I just get energized and I get hyper and I feel good. And I never know which of the three is going to happen. So we're going to find out together where my body is at, because I just was craving a coffee. Some days it's like, I know this is bad. I know this is going to be a bad mixture for my internals, but we're going to do it anyways because I just want it. Anyways, also wanted to say, in regards to the Patreon, thank you so much for everybody that signed up for the Patreon. It's been really fun over there. I've had a really good time. We got some chats going. I didn't know that you could do just group chats about different things in Patreon, and that's been really fun. So we got group chats for the book club book that we're doing this month, which is Kujo. We've got a book pickup chat where you can just share your book pickups with everybody, and we can just all geek over everybody's book pickups, and we just have like a general books are sick book chat, which has been pretty fun too. So thank you to everybody who's joined the Patreon. At the end of this video, I'm going to try and thank all the people that have joined Patreon. I'm going to try and go as fast as I can. It is kind of a bit of a list, but so thank you for that. And yeah, I don't know, enough about congrats me. Congrats. So anyways, since we're doing this anyways, if you want to like and subscribe, it does help. So that would be cool. Don't worry about it otherwise. So what I wanted to get into first off here is the book pickups that I had. I've got like a little list written here so that I can keep my brain somewhat focused on what I'm supposed to be doing. This is week 12, so that feels good. And I went to 2 used bookshops this week. One was PickWick Books in Waterdown, Ontario. Really cool bookstore. I'm going to be doing like an Insta video just on that bookshop because I absolutely loved it. And I went to another bookstore, and the name I can't friggin' remember. I'm going to look it up here, and I'm not even going to pause the video. We're just going to keep on chatting because I know it's not too far back in my photos because I was just there yesterday. Or was it the day before? Yes, it was. Okay, so it was The Printed Word in Dundas, Ontario. Very cool bookstore as well. Pretty much all old stuff, which is great. You know what I mean? Especially for where my head's at right now. I mentioned that kind of on a bit of a classics kick, so that was a good one. And let's just get into it. So I'm going to start with the book pickups from PickWick Books. The first one is Cormac McCarthy. I have not read a Cormac McCarthy book. And if you have, let me know what you think of Cormac, because I tried to read Blood Meridian once. Back before I was even trying to read, I was just like, that's a cool title, and Cormac seems like a cool guy. I'm going to try Blood Meridian. So to try and start my reading journey with Blood Meridian like 4 or 5 years ago, it was just like, no. I did not know what was going on. So I picked up The Road by Cormac McCarthy. I'm going to give this one a go in the next month or two. I'm very excited to read The Road. A lot of people have told me that if you're going to read your first Cormac book, The Road is a great one to start with, especially if you're me and you like dark, gruesome things. So I think this is going to be right up my alley. I'm excited to read The Road. The margins in this book are fabulous too. I love when you can get through 2 pages real fast and just be like, ding, ding, ding. It's just energizes me to keep going. So, The Road. I was also surprised to see Oprah's book club. I don't know why, but it just surprised me to see that this was an Oprah book club book, because I'd always thought this was just a really kind of more scary sort of book, and I didn't know that Oprah's book club did that sort of stuff, but apparently she does, so good for her. Anyway, got The Road by Cormac. Let me know your favorite Cormac book, because I've not read my first yet. I've been told that's the one. got my old coffee here. This is really cool. This is also from PickWick Books, and this is by Paper Mill Press, which is actually a local pressing company. And they did this version of Animal Farm that's really, really pretty. Really, really love that. It's kind of this almost like suede kind of cover. It's a little bendy, and it just is really pretty. And yeah, paper. Did I say what it was? Paper Mill Press, local book presser here. I guess they do some classics. It's only $12 Canadian. You know, that's not bad for a new book. In fact, that's quite good. So I was happy about that. This is not a classic thing, but this is. I'm gonna mute that right off the B. This is one of the few Stephen King books that I have not picked up yet, and that is Revival. I saw Revival there, and I was like, no way. I actually very rarely see this one used or at all. So I was very excited about that. I hear that Revival is super underrated. If you're a Stephen King fan, it's like one of his better ones that is greatly overlooked. So I'm really excited to read Revival, and this cover is really fun. It's like kind of shiny, and it's got a big lightning bolt. So I don't know, love that. The only other one that I got from PickWick Books was this copy of... Now, this one is a very well-known classic. This is 1984 by George Orwell. Ta-da! Again, another one of those ones that a lot of people have read in high school. Not me. I know I've mentioned this. It's nauseating at this point, but, you know, I didn't really read anything in high school, but I know this is one of the ones I was supposed to read. Oh, there's a bookmark in here. Oh, look at that. An old bookmark. Free bookmark in that one, so that's always really nice. Looks like they made it to the end, so good for them. Excited to read 1984 and see what's going on there. Now, the other thing I got there was just this little postcard. Someone painted PickWick Books. Look at how pretty it is. That is actually what it looks like from the outside. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous bookstore. If you're in the Waterdown area, in the southern Ontario area, and you like used bookstores, it really is nice. They have a whole wall there that is just really like cool, rare, expensive books that are just really nice to lay your eyes on, you know what I mean? So actually she told me too. I was talking to the owner, super nice lady, by the way, and she was saying that she a few months before I went there this week, she had a signed first edition copy of The Exorcist by William Peter Blatty. Oh, I would have just drained my bank account. I really would have. So I'm actually kind of glad it wasn't there, because that would have been inevitable. Okay, so the Printed Word is another place I also went to, and I found some really great stuff there. I'll try to speed this up. Sorry, I have never read a Steinbeck. I think my first Steinbeck is going to be East of Eden. Is that a good idea? You tell me, because I don't know. I got of Mice and Men. This is of Mice and Men. This is really short, so I'm tempted to just kind of go through of Mice and Men, and then I can say I've read John Steinbeck. Have you? But East of Eden is one that people tell me is just the one. And my wife has a copy of East of Eden, so I can just as easily read that for my first Steinbeck. So let me know. Again, guys, would love input here. I'm feeling a little hyper, honestly. This coffee, I've only barely even had any. It's iced too, you know, so you can just drink so much more, you know, at once. Oh my God. Okay, so this was really cool. I've not read Dostoevsky yet. Oh no, I have. I've read White Nights. I have read Dostoevsky, and I loved White Nights. But I really want to read The Brothers Karamazov this year. And look at this copy that I found. This is a 1950 Random House printing of The Brothers Karamazov. Just an old, cool copy. And what I like about this is oftentimes with these really old printings, they don't have anything on the front. You know, the side looks cool, but there's nothing on the front. I love that this has The Brothers Karamazov with a logo on the front. And it is Brothers, you know? So excited to read that. So many books that I'm excited to read here. Ernest Hemingway is another one I got. The complete short stories of Ernest Hemingway. This guy is a guy that is very popular. His name is he's probably one of the most popular sounding author names in the author world. And I've not read a single thing by him. So I think this is going to be a fun one to dive into, because there's so many short stories in here. And I've heard that his short stories are fantastic, that he does have a pretty solid chunk of misses, but there's a lot of gold in there. I want to say that towards the end of his life, his writing got a little off the rails. At least I think I heard someone say that. So again, if you have any suggestions on a good short one that I should dive into, please let me know. I'm excited to get into some Ernest Hemingway. So many classiques. I cannot wait. And I also got this one. This is Vladimir Nabokov's Lolita. Now this is one that I don't know really anything about, other than that Jack Edwards. I get a lot of recommendations from Jack Edwards videos. He says that this one is disturbing but worth the read because of the quality of writing, I suppose. So we'll see about that. Now let's get into Kujo. 100 pages into Kujo for the book club. Books Are Sick book club this month. We are doing there are no chapters in this book. Kujo doesn't have chapters. It is one long string of consciousness. So you got to be kind of like, it's weird. Also, just to let you guys know, I thought that Kujo, I've never seen the Kujo movie. I thought that this whole story was a mom trapped in a car and this dog trying to eat her. I thought that was the entire story. So I am pretty pleasantly surprised to see that there are a lot of characters in this book. We're in almost too many. But it's a good thing. I'm pleasantly surprised because I thought this was going to be kind of slow. I thought it was going to be kind of slow, but there's a lot of characters and there's a lot going on. Completely unexpected. So yeah, anyway, so by March 14th, which is today's March 15th, we were supposed to be 100 pages in, which I now am. And March 23rd, 24th is when we're going to be 200 pages in. And then by the end of the month, we'll be finished. We're just doing it 100-page chunks because there are no chapters. And the first 100 pages are fabulous. I will say the first 40, 50 pages, as I mentioned, so many characters, so much plot being thrown at you right away that it does kind of take a minute to just like absorb everything that's going on. But once I hit the 40, 50 page mark, I really, really started enjoying this book. And I'm liking it so much more than I had anticipated because I know Stephen King was just obliterated when he wrote this story. And so I think that's why I've been putting it off for so long, because I was like, he doesn't even remember writing it. It's about the whole thing is some people trapped in a car and a dog trying to get him. Like, this sounds like it's going to be a bit of a tough read. Not the case so far. 100 pages in, and I'm really enjoying it. So, Kujo, fantastic. And last night, I also just randomly started reading Sula by Toni Morrison. I love Toni Morrison. Okay? The Bluest Eye. Mind you, I've only read The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison, but it was so good that I love Toni Morrison. So I'm reading Sula now, and I only got like 20 or 30 pages in last night. But again, just her writing is crazy town. Like, she's putting these words together, and you're just like, oh my goodness, this is gorge. So anyways, Sula's been fantastic so far. I'm probably going to finish that by the end of the weekend for sure. So Sula, really good. Basically, if I can't say this yet, but I will say, even though I'm only a little bit into Sula, I might actually say Sula might be a better one to read first than The Bluest Eye, because I'm feeling a little bit more absorbed into what's going on than I was in The Bluest Eye. The Bluest Eye I felt was a little scattered, but like in a good way. But like, if you're going to read your first one, this one might be actually a little bit better. I can't say that yet for sure though, because I haven't finished it. Okay, where are we at? How much time are we at? 13 minutes? Man, that sucks. So, what else is happening, guys? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try and go through... I'm going to do this really, really fast. You guys ready? We're going to thank all the Patreoners, because I did want to thank you guys. It's been really fun over there. I'm really happy with the Patreon thing. Again, I'll put the link below if you're interested in joining up. No pressure at all. It's just a thing. So, okay, really, really fast. Thank you, A Teacher, Amy Roberts, Anna Whitley, Ashley, Babs, Becca, Becht, Roel, I hope I said that right, dude. Bip, Bobby Patrick, Brooke, Chad, Charlie Ditchburn, Cheyenne, Chris, Kristen, Clover, Crimson and Clover, Connor Lewis, Danielle H, Darren, Destiny, Drew, Alina, Elizabeth, Emile, Emily, Erica, Francesca, Gab, Heidi, Christina, Jay Bliss, Jake, Jana Blackwell, Jasmine, Jean Marie, Odom, Jen, Jennifer, Jillian, Joan, Johnny, Jonathan, Jordan, Juliana, Casey, Kate, Caitlin, Casey, Keith, Kelly, Kelsey, Kenzie, Carrie, Coley, Kristen, Christopher, Kyle, Laura, Laurel, Lauren, Lindsay, that's my wife, Lysandra, Luke C, Madison, Mandy, Marcelo, Mark, Mary, Beth, Brungs, Mason, Matt, Matt Gregory, Matt Justinus, Matthew, Megan, Melissa, Mia, Michael, Michelle Lowe, Morgan C., Nat, Nicole, Nora, Raul, Riley, Ronan, Rory, Roy, Ryan Pinkerton, Ryan Clark, Sam Sturck, Sam Wincott, Samuel Lyons, Sarah, Sean O'Brien, Shelby N., Tara McLeod, Teresa, Tim Torgeson, Wanda North. We're almost there. Oh my gosh, we're going to do it. Zena B. and Zach Davis. Thank you guys so much for joining the Patreon. That was crazy town. And you know what? That's going to do it for week 12. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm going to finish this coffee and have a panic attack. All right? Enjoy. Mwah. Love ya. Bye-bye.